I publicly humiliated my rich boss. I was the assistant to a tech CEO for 3 exhausting years. He made millions a year while I barely made enough to keep my lights on. But I stayed, thinking the job title would look golden on my resume. Every day I was there by 6 a.m., making his coffee exactly 180 degrees, with 2 pumps of vanilla and almond milk. If it was even slightly off, he'd dump it in the trash in front of me. He was a perfectionist, but not the admirable kind. He was cruel. In meetings, he took credit for everyone's work, mocked people's accents, outfits, anything. At least 2 assistants a month would end up crying in the bathroom. One day he calls me in. "I need you to plan my wife's birthday party this weekend. Make it amazing or find a new job. No please, no thank you, no offer of extra pay." So I jumped into it. 3 sleepless days of calling caterers, musicians, decorators, florists. His corporate card declined at the florist, so I used my own credit card. Over $12,000. Meanwhile, he kept texting me crap like, "This better not suck," and "Don't embarrass me." Night of the party comes. 60 guests in designer everything crowd the rooftop venue I somehow pulled off. He strutted around telling everyone how he planned it all, soaking up compliments. I just kept my head down, making sure everything went smoothly. Then I overheard him talking to investors, saying, "My assistant? Basically useless. I have to double check everything she does." Right then, I got an email. The final venue payment hadn't gone through. That charge was still on my personal card, and that was it. He stepped up to give a little speech about how detail-oriented he is, and while he's basking in his own ego, I walked up and handed him an envelope. "What's this?" he said, annoyed. I said, "The venue bill your card declined, and the receipts for everything I paid for. Since you're so into the details, I figured you'd want to handle it right away." The room went dead silent. His wife looked at him confused. "I thought you said you planned everything." One of the investors laughed. "Wait, your assistant did all this?" His face went beet red. Before he could speak, I said, "Oh, and I quit. Your coffee tomorrow is your problem." I walked out to actual applause from staff who had seen it all. 2 weeks later, one of those investors called me up and offered me a job. Twice the salary, way better hours. Some people get off on power, but nothing beats walking out with your dignity and letting the truth do the talking.